Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that. Your boy chilling in his car trying to get his mind right. Big boss, K-Pro, talk boxer. Before I get my soliloquy. Remember, tough times don't last. Good people do it enough. So, call them in if I love me, man. A peak game, ready for some what's wrong. Your boy went to the doctor, man. And, just trying to make sure I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying? The first quarter of the year, or like middle quarter, I'll try to go to the doctor, man, because the end of the year I ain't going. But while I'm at the, doctor, little chocolate thing, little chocolate chick trying to holler at me, bro. I was like, I had to tell her I was married, you know what I'm saying? Like, I brought up, how I tell them I'm married, I bring up my wife, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, man, my wife, you know what I'm saying? That's how I do it every time it works. So if you're in a relationship and you just don't want to be like, just come out and say it, just be like, hey, yeah, my gal, man, she like that too. She like that. And then they be like, you got a girl? Yeah, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Little chocolate thing, That's my preference. I love chocolate bar women. But my bad. Let me, let me segue off of Big Boss Talk Boxer. Before I get my soliloquy, every time times don't last. Good people doing officer. Call them if I love every matter. Peak game, metaphors and West Wayne. Richardson Hitchins, George Kambosos. Let's talk about it. Oh man, it's a good scrap. Richardson Hitchins is fighting in New York, his hometown. You know what I'm saying? George Kambosos is undefeated in New York. George Kambosos has, beaten a lot of top guys. You know what I'm saying? But also lost a lot of big fights as well. A lot of people are looking at George Kambosos as kind of like a gatekeeper. They're not saying he's not who he once was, and since he moved up to 140, he don't have that same on his punches. So it's an interesting fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I don't know who wins this fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could see ways that both fighters can win. Richardson Hitchins, if he looks to box, he's a tall guy. So look to box, keep that jab in George Kambosos' face, and just keep the main thing, keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Cave his face in like a dimple. You know what I'm talking about? So what I'm saying is that if he continue to utilize his jab, keep Kambosos on the outside, and counter him from the outside, I think it can be an easy night. I think Richardson is going to win by unanimous decision. For George Kambosos, he got to get active. He got to apply smart, calculated pressure. So he going to have to throw a lot of punches. He going to have to throw a lot of punches and set things up to get inside pause to work on Richardson Hitchins. And I see if he's able to do that and take away Richardson Hitchins' jab and be able to counter Richardson Hitchins, which I think he could counter Richardson Hitchins off the jab. I think he can counter his jab and then take it away completely. If he's able to do that, I think he can knock out Richard Hitchins. So it's a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. It's a very good fight, very good step-up fight for Richardson Hitchins. I think the winner of this fight, there's a limitless amount of opportunities. If Richardson Hitchins wins, I could see him fighting a Devin Haney. I could see him fighting a Teofimo Lopez. Those are good fights. Him fighting Subaru Matias, I'm not going to lie to you. I know Richardson Hitchins, he from New York, so he like to talk that talk. But I'm telling you right now, man, if that boy get in there with Super Matias, body bag, toe tag, right? You gotta be real. And that boy mugging like he hard, bro. That boy tripping. These little young kids, man, they just get mad for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like they be ready to. My bad. So all I'm saying that y'all just heard that. See, these little young kids, I told you. So all I'm saying at the end of the day is to keep it 1,000, keep it true, coming out working with Will. Richard Hitchins needs to stay away from Subaru Matias. Now, Alberto Prel, I think Richard Hitchins, that's 50-50. Gary Antoine Russell, if he wants to unify with Gary Antoine Russell, I think Gary Antoine, I would favor Gary Antoine in that fight. I'm not going to lie to you. Gary Antoine Russell, to me, is probably the best 140-pounder right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not saying it just to say it. I feel like he got the best set of skills. You know what I'm saying? I think he can beat a lot of people. You know what I mean? But we shall see. But I think the cash fights are Devin Haney, of course, and Teofimo Lopez for Richardson Hitchins. If George Kambosos wins, I think the fights, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if people would want to see him in there with Teofimo Lopez again or Devin Haney again. I think George Kambosos probably need to go the route of maybe Gary Antoine Russell, which he gonna get cooked. Gary Antoine Russell will end. He gonna send that boy back down under. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, bro. It's not like a lot of fights. I see George Kambosos winning at 140. You know, so I think Richardson Hitchins, if he do what he's supposed to do, box, be smart, keep him on the outside. I could see a way where, you know, those big fights, the Devin Haney fight, the, you know, Teofimo Lopez fights, I feel like those will be more intriguing fights. You know what I mean? That people are willing to pay for and, you know, willing to see. So, but I don't have a definite winner. I can't pick one. But it's a very good fight. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Pascal.